great-grandma. Sees through third-grade education acquired as accepting Rome as her brother and Dustpan as her babysitter, sweeping the thoughts of ever achieving a middle school education into the bag of sacrifices, made to help keep food on the family plate mats, positioned on the floor as if a table embedded in the wood, only knowing basic math which she knew. 9 years old plus one female who could cook and clean, subtracted one less meal that would have to be scrapped up from piles of crop on the side of the road. Instead earned from scrubbing the floors of somebody else's family's home, baking Banneker's outline for DC into cakes, mopping her spirituality into the manifestation of biblical verses that would foreshadow her child's elementary school graduation, while only sees through 9th grade education acquired as becoming to know hospital beds as her school desk with praying fashions for legs she cannot stand on her own, only able to be guided by hands with light touches swaying her in the ways that she may go. Leg surgeons became her only teachers, and surgery became her chalkboard. Memories of Grandma yelling out of that window when she was only 3 years old pierced through her brain repeatedly as if a school bell after 9th grade. Getting out of bed was no longer an option. So achieving a high school education wasn't one either. The opportunity had walked out of her life like a jock who got a one-night stand pregnant. Only thing left of his memories was paper, and just like that one-night stand, Umi became only known for laying on her back, breaking things into the world like Mommy, who sees through GED after teen pregnancy acquired as, taking a few extra years to realize what people give to you is not what you have to accept. With rape counselor support groups being availed to her from the first male she ever loved who loved her back, she found sanctuary. There was some time she had lived in the neglect of Umi when she was raped on her 15th birthday. Getting home from the hospital the same day, Umi had her bags packed to send her on her way. But praying availed her to understand that even saints go through dismay, so it was time for her to take her place. Instead of constantly living to escape pain, because that was what made her reign in her getting her GED in the first place. Before birthing as a teen would make her want to wait. Instead, God would congratulate her on being the answer to her own mistake, not realizing what stake she would put at her first child's fate, while I see through high school diploma acquired as. After registering for my first semester of college classes, my presence in that classroom would be the public reflection of 3 generations of female lives, who ordained by God had to compromise to foreshadow my existence in that place. So when they sing, "This is the day that the Lord has made," note those walkways came alongside of graves of buried bags of sacrifices, and legs turned into paintbrushes and the virginity. While God personally popped our family's tray of acquiring a high school diploma before continuing me directly into the collegiate realm, was found encrusted in my study habits as great-grandma's back bent forward and double back over, scrubbing her ways out of the Great Depressions of the 1930s, and pose, screaming for oxygen out of Umi's legs, acknowledging that all paintbrushes need some sort of metal to function properly, and prayers, protecting Mommy's spirit from the crucifixion that her body will have to take as a saint as I stand here today. Acknowledging that these are the stories that help pave my way, but it can be hard for me some days. When trying to make a definite change in my family's fate, but I'm coming up short the change to help pave the way.